where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning into real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Open Mic. I am Rob, your host, Packerbacker Rob. Got Eric joining me tonight. I'm sure some others are going to join in.
What's up, guys?
So, man, what do you think of the Chargers game since it's the first playoff game? We're in the playoffs. First game down. What do you think? Think I should have? Is that how you thought it was going to go?
Not gonna lie, it was not. I was expecting a closer game than that. 12-32.
I think Harbaugh laid a big goose egg, man, and laid a big pile of crap on the fucking all his hype this year. I mean, he had him playing good. What's up, Orlando?
Yeah, man.
Sorry,
this season was a flop for the Chargers.
Yeah, definitely. The Chargers, they look flat. They did not look like they did. I don't know where their run game went to. Yeah. Now let's hope that the Texans team we saw tonight show up and beat the Chiefs next week. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah,
that would be awesome.
I love to see that same team that I seen tonight. They looked energetic tonight.
Yeah, totally. So who do you got for tonight's game? For the next game,
I got. I'm gonna roll with the Steelers.
Steelers Ravens. They just played last week too.
Where is it? I thought they played the Bengals.
Was it the Bengals?
Yeah, the Steelers played Cincinnati. Ravens played the Browns.
Oh, that's right. They played the Browns, but they did play like a week or two ago, though. I swear to God, I think they're So, I mean, this is one of those where you play them like a third time, right?
Yeah, third time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I got the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers for an upset because I don't believe in Lamar. He's got the bug when it comes to the playoffs, man. He can't beat the playoffs. He can't win.
Man.
Yeah, 4. I think it was 4. I thought it was 3, but then he got that last one. So I think it was 4. I don't know if it was 5, but it doesn't matter, bro. He did not show up to play in the playoffs. I mean, what a time to have a bad game and lay a goose egg for them guys.
Man.
I mean, at least if you go out swinging, man. You guys went out like sucking on an egg.
Yeah.
Crap, bro. Crap.
Yikes.
Receivers were dropping the ball. I mean, giving up the interceptions. I mean, it was just no run game. Chargers overperformed this year. Yeah, I guess they did, huh? No one had them as a playoff team. I never had them as a playoff team. Well, I mean, new coach. You didn't think Harbaugh would have them playing. They got rid of all their running backs. They got rid of all their stud wide receivers. All they had was Jackson or Johnson, whatever the guy's name was going in.
Oh, Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, that was it. And Ladd McConkey ended up coming out. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah. But what's worse, Rob? Them losing tonight or when they blew that 27-0 lead against the Jaguars a couple of years ago?
Man, It doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. I mean, when you're in the playoffs, you don't want to lose like that. Like if the Packers come out and play like they've been playing that's what's going to happen to us. It's going to suck. You don't want to go out. I mean, I don't mind losing, bro. Trust me. I don't like out of all the losses we had this year, we lost to the Lions that second game. I mean, bro, that was a great game. I was okay with losing. You know what I mean? We just got beat handily. The coach out at the end there with going for it and keeping us from getting the ball back was genius.
It was.
I can't fault that, man.
Because who knows? If we would have had the ball, you never know.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. And they know that. I mean, Jordan Love can move the ball down the field. I mean, he's done it. Like in the first game against Philly, we were trailing right before they injured him. He threw a dime to the 50-yard line. In one play, he had us at the 50 after the kickoff. I mean, what's up, Jay? Are you ready, man? Are you ready? Well, you don't get to play this week. You get to watch. He gets to watch. He likes your beanie, man.
I appreciate you guys.
The bigger the game, the brighter the lights, the more you chicken. Yeah, but Brent, he loses. He chokes in these games, man. Chokes in these games. He chokes in these finals.
Wait a minute. What is Lamar's record in the playoffs? Anything like 2-7, something like that?
Yeah, it's terrible in the playoffs, bro. He sucks in the playoffs. Stop it. He doesn't. Oh, you want to hear all that?
Hey. Hopefully, if we win, we play Detroit next week.
Yeah, you're confusing him with Sam Darnold. That's a choke. Did you see that last week? You guys made him choke, bro. That was a choke. 9 points. Ooh, scary. I thought we had issues going into the playoffs. We lost to the Bears, man. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Man,
fucking suck. What's up, Rocky?
What makes it even more bad? 1-5 in the division.
He can, but when he gets to the playoffs, man, he sucks. Stop it. He carries them in the regular season. He's like Rodgers, bro. Got great numbers in the regular season, getting the playoffs, and I mean, Rodgers, don't get me wrong. Rodgers had some good games in the playoffs even, but, he had those games that, you choke. It's hard to string those games in the playoffs. No, you don't have margins for error. You know what I'm saying? They're not there like they are in the regular season. What's up, Joseph?
Joseph.
But, hey, I mean, this is going to be a good game. I expect the Steelers, this to be a fucking knock 'em, rock 'em, sock 'em robot game, I mean, hopefully it's not a blowout one way or the other. I hope it just goes back and forth and they run it up to like 50 points each.
I would love to see.
But both defenses are pretty good. The Steelers is really good, so I just don't see that happening. But, we'll see.
I think this is going to be your old school AFC North type of playoff game.
I mean, if the Steelers had a better running game, I would give them I would say they'd be the favorite. But because their defense is better, but they don't have a good run game this year.
That is true. I like Warren though. Jalen Warren's been showing flashes.
If you lose this game ugly, how much of a change does Green Bay need to do? I mean, it depends. I mean, I cut them some slack on the defense for switching defensive schemes, but it's not, that's not the whole thing. I mean, it's been Jordan Love was injured in the beginning. Some of the coaching has been questionable. Like a few of those 4th and 2, and he goes 15 yards downfield. I'm like, what? Why was that play called? Some of the stuff I question. But I don't make no excuses. We played like shit in the last two games. We go out and you get the pitch, the only shutout of the entire season. Out of all the teams and everything, and then we turn around and then lay an egg in the Vikings game, and then go even worse in the Bears game. It's just like LaFleur usually has us ready for games, and he didn't this year. So right now I still think we need we got a couple people in the back. My bad. Hey,
Uh-oh. Hey,
John,
Doug.
fellas, didn't see you in the back.
John.
I mean, I got a lot of confidence in this game. I mean, I think I think the Packers got a plan. LaFleur's playing hide and seek with who's injured. No, you don't want to say, but
I think we're going in there pretty healthy.
Yeah, McKinney said everybody's healthy, and
yep, like we're getting Quay Walker back and getting Evan Williams back, which helps a lot.
Yep.
Main thing is don't shoot ourselves in the foot.
I mean, I don't know about that, Brent. That's a good question. Is Ben Johnson looking for a package deal? I mean, if you watch our morning show, Joe, the Raider fan, believes that Brady and them want a deal where the GM and the head coach have already a history. They're like talking about poaching them from somebody's team.
I heard Ben Johnson and someone else going to the Raiders.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
yeah.
They're talking about poaching your guys' assistant general manager and Ben Johnson and sending them to the Raiders.
Wow.
I mean, how would that be?
Well, if there was one comment I would have called out is somebody said we never should have let Aaron Jones go. But if there's only if there's only one response I get, that is simply this: has our running game dwindled since we let him go? Because it really.
And I heard Aaron Jones is on the. He's injured. He's not healthy going into this game. I hear that they're not. I don't know if he's starting. That's why Cam Akers got a lot of carries in that last game. He had that big 50-yard run. He got a lot of carries in that second half because he's hurt.
Remember last year when we went on our run?
What's up, Jason? Go
Aaron Jones was hurt. So what we had to do, we had to throw more.
Yeah.
And we were pretty damn hot. We had a pretty strong offense last year because we had to throw the ball a lot more.
Oh, A-Dub, you don't like your shirt.
Yeah, I know. Your boy's wearing blank white. Like he enjoyed a particular shirt of mine, so I just came in with
Orlando Jair is on the IR. He had season-ending surgery. He is out for the season.
Yeah.
Probably going to be played his last game in Green Bay. I don't know exactly, but we'll get more into that on another time. But it's playoff time, so we're talking playoffs.
I like that Valentine kid, man.
Yep. And it's going to be up to him and Nixon and Stokes to show up in this game.
Playing pretty good.
They're going to have to play big. Yeah, and I'm saying he better keep up that momentum as far as how good of a coverage he's had, because it's going to be greatly needed given the weapons that the Eagles have that we got to watch out.
What's up, Chrissy? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think we got a shot. I mean, we're gonna get their best. Their quarterback's kind of maybe rusty. We're getting more of our guys back. I mean,
I'm not worried about their offense. I'm more worried about their defense.
Yeah, me too. Stopping our offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to the Eagles' defense, their strength has to be their pass defense. Like they got some solid with guys in that secondary, namely the rookies they drafted in Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. But the more I think about it, I believe Green Bay just has to be the best version of themselves to win this game. Like when we played the Eagles week 1, we were able to move the ball effectively on them. Like Josh Jacobs started off slow, but he picked it up in the second half, and I like to think a fast start will help make a difference in this go around. And when it comes to our defense, my recommended strategy is force Jalen Hurts to beat you more than Saquon Barkley. Like, if you can limit Saquon Barkley in this game and force Jalen Hurts to beat you, you have a
Yeah.
better chance.
I agree, A-Dub.
I mean, he only got 105 yards on us the first game.
Yeah,
Only.
Cooper's in there now. Our defense is better. Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
healthier.
I'm excited to see what they're going to do with
Quay,
Walker.
and Quay Walker was looking better when it came to his run defense before he got hurt. So him coming back is going to
Yeah,
help.
Joseph, I'm not sure which play put Jones on the injury, but wherever it started, he started out in the game and then he got hurt. And then
he got hurt in the Lions game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He got hurt during that game, and then he wasn't playing for most of this. That's when Akers broke that 50-yarder. Akers was like the whole second half. So, I heard that Jones was injured going into the playoff game. Stop Saquon at all costs, and try to beat us with their passing game. Yeah. I like the way our secondary's been playing. You know, like John mentioned, Valentine and Ballantyne, they've been playing very well at corner.
Stokes,
and actually Stokes. Did you see that stats on Stokes? He's only given up 26 yards in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a sign to say he's looking like what he was as a rookie. Like when he came in his rookie year, he was definitely holding it down at the corner spot. It seems like he's getting back to that version.
I was like, was that real? Only 26 yards he's given up in the last 5 games.
Yeah, but personally to me, a part of that reason why he would have that kind of status is, I'm thinking it comes down to how often is Eric Stokes being targeted on certain plays. Like the more I watch him, it's like he's barely getting targets out there. Like if there's anybody in our secondary who gets the most targets out of anybody, it's gonna be Keyshawn Nixon.
I think our secondary's played well this year. I mean, we haven't given up a lot of big plays, but
yeah, that's another key. Like we have not. We're our defense supposedly is one of the best at not getting up big plays. We got to make sure that continues.
Well, I hope Hafley saves some stuff for the playoffs, and
way it sounds.
Save something that no one's seen. A couple key plays just to keep get going here. I mean, we can make a statement game just like we did last year. I mean, remember we went in against the number 2 seed as the 7 seed last year, exactly like this, and gave them a smackdown, put a 40 burger on them.
Wasn't that Cowboys were favored by 7.5 or something?
It was probably because me and A-Dub were at the game. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, I was there, and yes, the Cowboys were favored by 7.5. Going into this game, the Eagles are favored by 4.5, supposedly.
I heard it went to 5 last night. I mean, I could be wrong. Someone else was talking.
It don't matter. I'd rather be underdogs anyways, man. Seems like we play our best when it's underdogs.
Have a chip on our shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
And watching these playoff games, like I gotta say, I'm definitely blown away by the kind of performance the Texans had, especially when it came to what they did defensively. Like I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming for them. Yeah, 4 interceptions off of Justin Herbert like that.
No, we didn't go together. A-Dub, he's from Tennessee, and I live in Texas, so. But A-Dub had great seats. A-Dub was like on the ground in the end zone, bro. A-Dub had some killer seats. I was up in the nosebleed. I was up around some other Cowboy fans. Bro, I have a nice little video of the Cowboys, all the fans leaving in the third quarter when it was over. It was a mass exodus. It was a mass exodus in the third quarter.
Yeah, you could see. Yeah, by the time we were up 41-16, it was that time they were.
Yeah, they were just. There was lines of them leaving. It was awesome. And the best part is, as I'm leaving, we're all the Packer fans are chanting "Go Pack, go!" in Dallas. In leaving the
Right.
stadium. Everybody's just chanting, "Go Pat, go!"
And I still remember some conversations I had over there. One of them revolved around a Cowboy fan asking, "What would it take for you guys to trade us Jordan
Yeah,
Love for
right.
Dak Prescott?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. We'll trade him.
Or even what a fellow Packer or even a fellow Packer fan once said at that game that this was a game where it could have been proven to us that Jordan Love is him. And when I heard that statement, I'm like, I have yet to see more before I would say that. Jordan Love's on the right path to where he could claim that title, but I need to see more before I can give him that. If Jordan Love brings us a Super Bowl, then I'll be comfortable in
yeah,
saying that he is
I
him.
agree with you, Joseph. I was born on the border town of Illinois and Wisconsin in Waukegan, Illinois. That's where I was from. I was born right on the border town, so I grew up in Bear Country as a Packer fan.
Wow.
I'm third generation, man. So that's
Hey,
where I was
Waukegan,
born and raised. My dad was from Wisconsin. He moved down to Illinois for work, and that's
Waukegan's
how
not
I.
a border town. It's a suburb, dude. You're too far
Waukegan,
south.
it's Zion, Waukegan. That my parents met at the cookie factory there in
Man,
Zion.
that ain't
That's where
a
they met.
border town. That's just a suburb.
Yeah, it's a border town because Kenosha's right on the other side.
Okay. Hey, anyways, hey, everyone on X, welcome. I just came on to. We're now on Packer X, Bears X, Vikings X, Lions X. So everyone, hope you enjoy. Please interact from X. They've changed it. They're starting to change it, so they should make the interactions. Ask these guys questions. If you want to come on, come on. These guys, trust me, they don't want to sit there and talk. Well, they could talk Packer football night, but talk about your team, man. So I just wanted to come on real quick. Everyone's on X. It's been shared.
Yeah,
The
Midwestern
Waukegan
Jared.
border town. Jesus.
It is too, bro.
I might pop back in later.
Yeah, I am from the Midwest, bro. Totally. I grew up with winters and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, we just had
Born and
winter here in
raised
Texas.
Wisconsin.
We had snow here. Oh yeah, dude. I have family, and my dad went to school in Kenosha and Racine, and I used to go to my grandfather.
He said wasn't Trey Lance drafted before Jordan Love? The year, if I recall, Jordan Love was drafted in 2020. I'm thinking was Trey Lance drafted a year before that.
Yeah. Jay, I'm use that. I can't comment on stuff like this at least until I change companies. Goff has all these stats. Yeah, Goff's having a great year, man. I gotta say, if any quarterback has improved, for their team, it's him. I mean, I'll give it to him.
Golf,
Yeah.
And one's got to give Sam Darnold some credit, despite how bad of a beating he took against the Lions. He definitely has been a surprise guy for
Yeah.
this year.
But
Given like even Sam Darnold had a great year this season playing with Minnesota. Like the way it looked, like all Sam Darnold needed was the right system with the right teammates mates around him, and he could have a good year. Something he didn't have previously before he came.
all right,
So
you're good, Jay. No one, I don't want to jeopardize your job, bro. And that's Ken, man. Ken's pushing the X thing. They all are. They're trying to just expand the podcast area the network here. Some of them are very new to the X.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you guys expect the cornerback and receiver matchups to be for tomorrow?
I mean,
if you're talking about Green Bay and Philly, part of me thinks that Garrett and Valentine is definitely going to be matched up on AJ Brown more, or maybe even Keyshawn Nixon is going to be seeing AJ Brown any one of those two is gonna
Who's
be
their
matched up
other
on
wide
AJ Brown the
receiver?
most.
Devontae Smith.
Devonta Smith. Yeah,
Devonta Smith,
that's the
and
guy I'm worried about.
I'm thinking is if he's a slot guy, if they're going to be lining him up in the slot, I expect to see one of our safeties on him, maybe either Bullard or Keyshawn Nixon is going to be covering the slot the most tomorrow. If Evan Williams is healthy enough to start, I could see them moving Bullard in to help out in the slot.
Yeah, I'm excited for Evan Williams being back. We seriously have missed his help.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm happy he's back.
Hey, Jay, real quick. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Jay, two things. One, you can come on. Don't have to be on camera. Obviously, I'm not breaking your screen tonight. I just have my background up. So you can always come on like that. We don't have to have your likeness. And as to X, yeah, we're trying to expand the footprint. Also, the cool thing about X, though, because they're always on there, you want to listen to one of the shows while you're driving to work, driving to the game. You can do it, play it through X in your car, through your phone. So that's the other nice thing about X. You can listen to the show as you're driving somewhere via your phone a little bit easier than YouTube and Facebook. But if you want to come on and don't want to show your face, obviously you're not seeing mine tonight. As of now, we barely see Dorn. Then you was close to the camera. But you don't have to show your face if you don't want. Obviously, people think it's a podcast; they want to see you. But in your situation, you come on and have an icon up like some folks do. Like I think what's tonight's icon? Yeah, see right now it's the Packers icon. But you can actually select your own icon. If you ask us to send you the link, we'll send you the link and go from there. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Go ahead.
Double Deuce is on the move. That guy is a fucking beast.
You guys watching this game? Fucking Henry, man.
Yeah,
he's running down the throats, man.
fucking running all over.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
He's just pushing people out of his way.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bro, he's cutting it loose.
Hey, that's what's scary about Henry. The man himself, despite being up there in age, he ain't lost a step yet.
Let's see, best fit for Darnold somewhere. I agree with you. I think because Darnold shit the bed on the Lions, they're going to cut his ass for sure.
Hey, if Darnold don't perform in the playoffs, you can be sure it's a guarantee he's gone. Where he ends up, who knows? But Minnesota
and then they'll go get Rodgers, and then complete the whole cycle around.
Hey, I tell you what, it's either they're going to complete the cycle with Rodgers or they're going to take their chances to see if they cannot revive Danny Dimes.
I think they're going to take their chances with Rodgers, I think.
Wow.
I mean, Danny Dimes fits their – if you think about the way the Vikings built their team, right, when they drafted JJ and they signed the Ginger Jesus, that was going to be it. Have a $10 million backup and then a rookie quarterback, cheap quarterback play for about 4 years. They can
wow, what a dart by Lamar.
They can still do that by utilizing Danny Dimes on a $10 million contract when Ginger Jesus walked and then play JJ. I think actually the more you think about it, the more we talk about on the morning show, Rob, I'm more inclined to think they're going to let the Ginger Jesus walk, and they're going to go with JJ and Danny Dimes next
year. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Orlando. He is a beast, man. He's got him. He got him down there. Now Lamar cleaned it up. All right, 7-0.
Yeah,
with the game calls, guys, be careful. Some guys, like I just saw the touchdown, just came across my screen right now. So don't spoil the game for people who are behind on their feed, whatever they're watching.
Oh, interception!
We banned Woody from when we used to do live game casts, of the Bears games on Facebook. We banned Woody because he was always like 10 seconds ahead of everyone, and Woody would be reacting. Everyone's like, "Well, what the hell, man? We haven't seen the play yet."
We did that last year in the Packer games when it was me, Rob, and Ken and Isaac in the back.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do some lives.
Eric spoiled the game.
I'm sorry.
But no.
You
Hey,
didn't
Doug,
smell shit, Eric. Don't let them bully you, bro.
and
You're good, bro.
it's funny though because you would think everyone would be seeing it at the same time, but like I watch from IPTV. Some people are watching via a satellite for DirecTV. Some are streaming on like other services. Some are doing cable, and there's always you would think it's live. Everyone would see it at the same time, but there's anywhere from a 5 to 35-second gap. Man.
I can go from my living room TV into my my office TV. They're totally different at times.
Yeah.
The one in the living room
Eric's
fast.
young, he's learning. Look, this is why we've got Eric at such a young age. We can teach and mold the young man.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I like Eric's young, fresh take. He's got a young, it's from a young guy's perspective. I love it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Rob.
And he follows all our other shows. I mean, he's a good fan, bro.
Makes us feel old though, man.
I'm a dedicated fan. I'm a Truth fan. I'm a true supporter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then the fantasy app tells you. I always hated that too. I used to track my fantasy team while I was watching. I had to stop because my fantasy numbers would update before the game. I actually saw it on the game, so I cannot follow my fantasy on Sundays anymore. Yeah, I have to wait till the games are over.
Yeah, I was giving you some shit.
Yeah, he is.
Jay is a good fan. He's a good Lions fan. It's his only downfall. He's a Lions fan.
Dude, what about the Texans?
There's even those Lions fans that just came around about 3 years ago.
No, I don't know. He came with JB when we merged with JB. A lot of these Lions fans came over. Now so I don't know how long they've been following JB.
Yeah, they've been coming out of the woodworks since like 2 or 3 years now.
But I think JI's been following for a while.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If there is any Lion fans, I will acknowledge as far as the credible ones that have been around the longest. The ones I acknowledge the most, it had to be Melvin Griffin, Tim Isaacson, even Serial for a time. He's been
Jeremy.
on.
Don't forget
Serial, Steve. Yeah,
Look, I
Steven.
mentioned Woody.
Yeah.
I mentioned Woody.
Or
He's in the comments.
Oh yeah, see, you just mentioned his name.
He's like Beatles.
Green Bay better win. Yeah. Oh, I know it's the Sheagles. I know it's against the hated Sheagles. It's Woody's most hated team.
Yeah, we know how much Woody don't like those
Sheagles.
birds.
He won't call them anything else but the Sheagles.
So, were you guys surprised by the Texans Chargers game today?
Yes.
Yes, I was ultimately surprised.
This was the Texas team we were supposed to see all year. They waited until the playoffs to show up.
Texas defense really showed up.
They really waited until the playoffs to show up.
Yeah, defense showed up, and at least CJ Stroud, he actually had a decent game. Like he was, like I mentioned before, he was going through a sophomore slump, almost the same as Love, but he actually came in as a different player from what he was looking like in the regular season.
That's busted plays to turn the game, man. That busted play where they missed the snap or whatever and recovered near the goal line, that changed. It was funny because Antonio Brown had just tweeted, "Man, this game sucked." And the second he tweets that play happened and it turned. Holy crap!
In Orlando, I am not, and nor have I ever claimed to be a Lions fan, and neither is John Dorn. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, I can't.
There's no number 2 team, bro.
No,
that's
they're
only
the same
what
old
Lions
man.
fans do. Maybe you guys got a number 2 team, but I have no number 2 team.
Oh. Back on the way, man. Hop on that train and come back to me, man. Hop on that train and let's ride. Right to the Super Bowl.
Never. In all the years I've watched football, I've never changed fan bases at all either.
Nope.
I cut my fingers on green and gold.
Because, like, I think starting with Gen X, I guess we want to be generational about it. Like, as we moved in our 20s and 30s and the internet started happening and it started becoming easier to follow your team when you move, people stopped. Because it used to be you would move to a new city and you would adopt that team as your team after a year or 2 or 3. But I think that's kind of stopped because now you move from wherever you are and you can take your fan with you because you can watch your team from anywhere in the world now. You know, it's not like before where you really couldn't, and so you were just, let's say you were from Detroit and moved to LA, and you caught maybe one Lions game a year, and you couldn't find scores that weren't on the internet.
It's my
You had to
guy
pick
James.
the
Let's go.
day, and then it changed, and now you can
Hey,
follow
Isaac.
anywhere.
Hey, Isaac. You think we should put Fields in?
Let's go Green
Wilson
Bay.
don't look too hot.
Jay, that's false, Jay. I lost the money to
Right.
you, bro. You donated your money, your winnings to the podcast. All right. I did not donate any money to a podcast. Sorry, bro.
Man, screw Ohio State.
Ah! I see some upset Texas
No
fans.
truth.
Oh my
Yeah.
Lord.
Who saw that matchup coming between the Buckeyes and the Fighting Irish?
Yeah,
Who
no,
would have thought that
you're right
game was
about
going to
that.
Herbert did his
determine that?
best golf impersonation by throwing multiple interceptions to the
Yeah, the only
Texans.
difference is that Goff actually covered it and got himself out of those fucking
Yeah.
interceptions, man.
Yeah.
Hey, while Houston was getting those INTs,
That's
the
right,
one thing
Phil.
they didn't do is they did not
lived in Florida,
falter or
never
let
watched
up after
college
that. Like
football until I
That's
moved to
insane.
Ohio.
Put in Bustin Fields and see what happens.
Put in Bustin. Let's see what goes
Let's see if
down.
we got 150, 160 yards rushing yards.
I mean, I look, I was all for Russ being in there to start out the season, man, but he has not played well the last few games. I mean, you got to try something else, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and one's got to think. Before he came out there, the Steelers actually started off very well. They were winning games with Fields.
And one thing about Fields, with Fields though too, he can run. These guys ain't really playing on Russell running as much. You know what I mean? Russell's getting older. He don't run as much as he used to. Or Fields, man, let him fucking run. Let him fucking do his fucking thing. Let him throwing around and shit.
yeah.
Hey, if there's anything I was hoping they'd be able to fix is, can Justin Fields do a
You're right
better
about
job
that,
reading
Watch
defenses?
CJ the
Probably
last
not.
2 years.
Yeah, I mean,
That works out every day. He just
Weight.
waits. Ready, Dub?
Jay's keeping track of our diets.
You
What's
go
that?
to the gym every day.
yeah, A-Dubs are working out.
I believe in Jordan
Yeah.
Love. Rogers should have never
Yeah.
left. And it's a curse. And that's a curse. It's curse. Oh, man.
Man, Rob, we might have to get
Hey.
Eric some reading glasses, man. He has to lean into that screen pretty tall. That's supposed to need those for another 20 years, man.
Stingley Jr. definitely is a real deal.
You know what, Orlando, though? Every time we say a class is crap, they end up being good. Every time we say a class is good, they end up not being good. Because the year before was supposed to be the best quarterback class we are going to see, and then this year's class happened, right? This was supposed to be a bad class. So I would refrain from calling an incoming rookie class good, bad, or indifferent for about another 3.5 years.
Isaac, I think Clifford is going to be our wideout for fucking. He's going to take over Watson's job. You know, going deep.
Dorn gets his wish. The Packers use Clifford.
Yep.
Well,
that better not happen, bro. That better not fucking happen.
Hey, when it comes to QB draft classes, I thought the best one we've seen so far was the one Jordan Love came from, that 2020 draft class.
That's Herbert's class, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hit Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Tua. And don't forget about Joe Burrow. He was the first QB drafted.
Yeah, that was a good class.
Yeah, that was a good
class.
I
think that class and last year's class is showing. I mean, you've got what 4 or 5 starters now. We'll see how they look in about 3 years. Might be a good class. But yeah, that was a good class, Jay.
I don't know.
J-Dub.
Two of them look really good. That one, that Cal Williams, that character. I don't know about him yet.
Yeah.
Man,
But well, then like Tua though, I don't know where Tua's going to sit on that class though. I really don't, because I'm
yeah.
torn on Tua. Like, not because of the health reasons as much as like he puts up some pretty big time interceptions.
Clifford's
at
the
all
second
times.
coming of Matt Flynn.
Yeah. But hey,
Fucking
yeah, but
Isaac.
one thing,
Sorry, go
but
ahead.
yeah,
man.
but the thing about that draft class Jordan Love was a part of is so far every QB in that draft class has
Dobbs
played
is
has
bad.
been in
He's
the
really
playoffs
good.
so far more than once already. Like every QB that came out of that draft class has played in the playoffs so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tua's only been to the playoffs once, hasn't he? That was last year. Wasn't he injured the other times he got the team to the playoffs?
Orlando, I'm good with it being
Yeah.
a crap
Yeah.
class for that. As long
Yeah,
as it flip-flops every year.
and so far, Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts are the only two QBs out of that class who have played in a Super Bowl so far.
No,
Love is going to be the next one. I guarantee it.
It's a good class. I mean, this class might not be a big quarterback class, but it could be a good class for the trenches.
And I'm okay with that. This last draft was all offense, man. Like, I don't even think a defensive player was picked until like 15
Yeah.
second round.
Yeah, if I recall, and I'm trying to think, the majority of the draft picks out of this one in the first round weren't the most of them offensive linemen. Because I think I saw more of them than I seen. Yeah,
I think that you're going to see a lot of in this draft. There's so many teams that are offensive and defensive line.
Like 6 quarterbacks, right? That was like the most ever in a first round. 6 quarterbacks.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think, has only one of those QBs hasn't seen the regular season
McCarthy.
yet, and that would be JJ McCarthy. Yes.
He was injured, and then everyone just figured out, we need to start getting more offensive line help across the league, because about half the teams in the league, if you look at the team needs, over half the teams in the league have either O-line or D-line or both. But let's face it, though, when your team drafts an O-lineman in the first round, it's not like a super sexy pick that people get excited. Oh, we drafted a guard in the first round.
Hey, Ken, I heard you guys already got an offensive lineman. You guys made a move already.
Yeah, I took out Texans waiver.
Giants do have a lot of help, James. I agree. They do.
Yeah, this will be his 3rd year in the league. He only played very limited this year, so it's probably a guy that Poles was looking at the draft, and he got released. So they put the waiver claim in on him. No one wanted him, so the Bears got him on a
I saw that. I'm like, the Bears already started. No time like the present. Get going.
Yeah. I mean, look at these young cats, though. They're 2-3 years in the league. Look, it took Zach Tom 3 years to break to become an everyday starter. But my only problem with this is, I don't have a problem with Poles bringing a guy in because it's not costing us anything. But the guy obviously had a health issue. He missed most of this year. How's that changed your trend of having linemen that can't stay healthy?
He's probably going, what the hell? I don't even know who my coach is.
Well, they interviewed both the Lions coordinators today. So, and Ron Rivera is now scheduled for an interview. That did happen. They have 15 people that they're interviewing for round 1, all virtual. And it makes sense. You give everyone the same shot, 2 hours virtual. But I'm not. Look, just like coaches, I think any O lineman that Foles thinks has a snowball shot at hell of making the roster, they're going to bring into camp. I mean, you need at least 10 O linemen, right?
Good people, man.
So you need at least 10. So why not bring some guys in, some young guys that might develop?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's the key development with these O line.
Well, it depends on what show you're on. Open mic, man. Open mic.
Oh, the other Ken, he's still on his Mission Impossible. I
need to stop smoking 420.
Yeah, Yoli, Ken had a mission. He
on
went
top
on
of being sick, man.
His mission might have been successful. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yoli, the other cat, I think he's doing something with his beard tonight. I think he's got some kind of getting it braided and colored and everything else.
He's getting,
I think he's getting Viking colors in or something like that.
Hold on a second. We can, because hold on a second.
I talk about women's.
There's a
Jay, you
reason
want
why
me to talk about that, don't you?
there's a reason.
Well, hey,
oh no,
there's something. I was about to say there's something else I didn't mention earlier. I seen the Viking show, and I'm saying, and then one thing I could have mentioned, there are plenty of Viking fans that are hoping we win tomorrow too.
Oh yeah,
because us winning guarantees.
I see that.
He's getting his skull braid for his beard.
Oh man.
Oh goodness. But I'm saying, us winning against the Eagles guarantees that if the Vikings manage to get past the Rams, they will eventually have to play either the Commanders or the Bucks in the next round. Because I'm sure they want to avoid the Lions as much as possible, which is why they're rooting for us to win.
Either Ken got hacked or he lost a bet, but he has a Vikings emblem up on his fucking.
He lost the bet. He
had to have lost a bet.
He did.
God damn it. He's lost a lot this year, man. We lost a lot of games this year.
Dude, you should never allow Ken to bet on a Packers game. Just don't let him bet on anything. He's on a losing streak this year.
Oh man.
His betting record is as good as the Bears were from the bye week through week 17, okay? 0 for what? 10, 0 for 11? Yeah.
Ken usually pays his bets. He's good about it. Yeah, he did the truffle shuffle. That was the head to head, but I don't know. I just realized I saw his icon up. I'm like, what the hell is that? A Viking helmet? A Viking emblem? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think in the background.
Man, bro. That doesn't go well for his brand. He's Packer Backer News.
Yeah, he has the wedding curse.
Ken has the curse. Yeah, he does. 3 for 6 on Super Bowl. Last 6 Super Bowls.
Calmed down a little bit. A little stuck at 7-0. If the Ravens blow this game apart, does Tomlin worry about his job tomorrow?
I think he's safe either way. He's got to be safe.
He should.
Oh, that's so close.
Let's be.
Oh yeah, he was down there. But
if anything, to be honest about, sure, Mike Tomlin gets you winning seasons every year, but my thing is, the Steelers fans, they have to be losing patience as far as they want to see more than that.
Yeah,
like this team's been stuck in the same position for so many years. It's like, sure, you can put together a winning season, but how often can we see that translate to the playoffs?
Yeah, because when he came in there, he had that Roethlisberger, there already. It's not like he kind of adhered to that team, pretty much.
8 years since they've been to an AFC Championship. They've been one and done every year in the playoffs. So to us, it's like, well, like especially like Bears, Lions, Vikings fans, whatever. We're like, dude, you're getting to the playoffs, but they're like, yeah, but 8 years one and done. What's the point of getting to the playoffs if we can't progress in the playoffs? So I can see why their fan base would be like, yeah, he might have to go. Oh yeah, he missed that by 1.5 yards. So I mean, I can see Tomlin losing his job if they don't win today.
I mean, I think there's a chance of it, but I think it's still a very small chance.
But yeah, there's one or two narratives that has to be on the radar tonight. The other narrative has to be Lamar Jackson. Can he actually perform on the same MVP level he's been performing at come the playoffs? Because every other year we see him make it, it's always something that goes wrong for the Ravens where they actually implode on themselves and end up losing.
But they at
How
least
many of
made
those
the
years did he make the
AFC
playoffs
game.
though?
I mean, they made the AFC Championship game last year. At least he's got that. Tomlin hasn't even sniffed one for 8 years.
We got it, Yoli.
Yeah, just they can't find the right quarterback. Seems like.
I mean, and this year though with this quarterback, come on, he's got 2 of them. Yeah, he's got 2 of them. I mean, come on, man. You got. I mean, honestly, I'm not advocating for Tomlin to get fired, but I think like if he doesn't get fired this year, next year he's on that hot seat to get past the first round of the playoffs. Like it's got it sooner or later they're going to fire him if he doesn't progress.
So if he wins, he pulls it out, then he's safe, right?
Yeah. I think if he wins, he's pretty safe. But if they lose this game, I think there's a decent sized percentage chance that he'll be gone or there'll be some serious conversation, and at minimum he's on the hot seat for next year.
It could be J.I.
So, Ken, is it time to start Justin Fields right now?
Yeah.
You know, I like the idea that he had of bringing him in for certain plays, but the problem is they're only bringing him in on running plays, and now he's just handing the ball off. Like they should do. I advocated this earlier in the year. They should do what Arizona did with Leinart and Kurt Warner when they went to the
I
Super
just
Bowl.
watched Pittsburgh punt the ball because they couldn't. They were afraid to go for 6 inches.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
fucking kidding me, man? If
Yeah.
you
I
can't
mean-
get 6 inches in the playoffs, bro, you're fucked.
I mean, really, I
They
think
got no run game this year, and they just literally punted the ball, man. They should have went for it.
They should have
I
put
mean,
Justin
Eric-
Fields in there.
I mean, Eric, to answer your question, I think they should insert Justin Fields into a couple plays of the series. Kind of like
Yeah.
how you like use
That
like,
was the perfect play to do it, man. Right
Yeah,
there.
It was, yeah.
and you do it like you know how like you use like one running back to set up another. Well, that's what you do with Fields and Russ. Like you use Fields to set up Russ and Russ to set up Fields because they're so different they're different types of quarterback, right? But you let Fields
Right.
throw some balls, and all of a sudden, okay, wait a minute, now they don't know what they're doing again, throw or run. But then you also set Russ up because as they adjust the Fields, all of a sudden Russ is back there. I mean, I think they missed an opportunity to do something like Arizona, and Arizona went to a Super Bowl on that and almost beat Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl, right? Pittsburgh has to have a immaculate reception 2.0 to win that Super Bowl against that setup. You know,
Here it is, 6 inches going the other way, and they just go for it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
What the fuck,
well,
man?
because one
Tomlin
team
don't
has
want to
King
win.
Henry,
Tomlin
one
don't,
doesn't.
that's playing scared. If you don't go for it at 6 inches, you're in the playoffs, man. Your guy literally fell short. He just fell short.
And yeah, and they
Yeah.
did it on their own 20. Something
One
too.
can, one could tell. Hey, there are occasions in the playoffs where you have to be like Dan Campbell and make the gambles when you need them most.
bro.
Oh, okay, so Rob, I just saw the play. It was third down. It wasn't fourth. But still, I mean, you know
Yeah,
what?
I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm saying, but Baltimore went for it. It was third down. They easily went 6 inches. Easily got it.
Oh, yeah,
I don't understand why they didn't go for it. I mean, literally, it was so close that the lines were on top of each other. The line to gain and the yellow line. You know how it was, they transposed them. They were literally on top of each other and they punted.
I mean, but look, if they lose this game, like let's say Baltimore goes on this drive to score a touchdown, right? And they lose this game, a play like that is what's going to be brought back up when they discuss whether they keep Tomlin. And that's what I'm saying. Like Tomlin's playing scared. If they lose it, their 8th straight early exit from the playoffs, dude could be gone. I mean, I like Tomlin too. Like, look, I think Chicago would immediately pick up the phone.
Yeah, but he would instantly have a job somewhere else, though. That's the thing. He would instantly have a job somewhere else.
Every team looking for a head coach would pick up the phone to request an interview or to get an interview. But you know, I mean,
because he does have a winning attitude and a winning record. He knows how to win. So that's a culture right there that you want. You want that to be bred in here.
Oh yeah, like I could see him in Vegas like in a heartbeat. Like he'd be perfect for that with the Raiders mentality. I could see him trying to turn Nola. I don't know if he'd be I could see him somewhat in Chicago, but I think Chicago's going to go with Vrabel or Carroll maybe, or Johnson. But I mean, he would be a possibility. I mean,
Hey, Yeah, but when it comes to the Steelers, one's got to think and look at it like this: like, if there's an issue Tomlin has with that team that makes this seat very hot, is how many quarterbacks has he gone through since Ben Roethlisberger left that team? Because when
Or
you look at the Steelers, they haven't been able to keep one for a
they
certain amount of time.
He's not a
Roethlisberger
quarterback
retires.
whisperer.
They signed Trubisky, draft Pickett. Trubisky let him start 3 games, bench him for Pickett. Then Trubisky goes back to Buffalo where he's making nice backup money.
Up
Doesn't
showtime.
bother them. Then Pickett they get rid of this offseason already. Right? They trade him away. And now they got the dual-headed monster. And one of them will be back, probably not both next year. So I mean, yeah, it's been a carousel of quarterbacks in Pittsburgh.
Hey, don't forget they had Mason Rudolph for a time.
Oh, way and Mason Rudolph too. Yeah, forgot about him.
Mhm.
Yeah, they know how to pick quarterbacks just like the Bears.
And they usually do. He usually gets a good running game, but I don't know. Their running game's just been down this year.
But
They haven't. I don't know if
But
it's their O
then-
line or if it's maybe a
But then-
combination of both.
Oh my
then-
goodness.
Hold on.
Then-
Okay. Are you talking about the flag right there?
Yeah, not only that and that big run.
Holy shit! That's
Oh,
huge
I'm way
run.
behind. I just got the flag, so
yeah, but then when it comes to Kenny Pickett, that QB draft class he was a part of was definitely one of the worst.
well, he was the
And
only
that
first
year was
round.
not. Yeah, and that year wasn't a good year for drafting QBs either.
No. And they still benched Trubisky to go with him. Okay, I'm seeing the run right
Thanks,
now.
guy.
Oh my god.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah, Darren's on in what, 3 minutes? He comes on tonight.
Yeah, we're about over.
Mhm.
We about done. We wrapping
Yep.
up another open mic night. So anybody got a prediction for tomorrow? What's your score predictions, guys?
For Packers Eagles,
Yeah, let's have it.
my prediction Green Bay 28, Eagles 24. 4-point game.
Oh, John.
53-3.
Why change it now?
Yeah.
A-Dub, you got a score?
Not really. I was gonna go with the same prediction as Eric, but even then,
Mine sounds better, doesn't it?
Hey,
53
Nah.
to 3 sounds great.
I like to stay in a realm of realistic, and I'm saying it's gonna be a close one, no matter what outcome comes out of it.
Yeah, I picked that we're probably going to lose this one. I mean, I don't want to do it, but, we're probably going to lose like 24-21.
Eric, what was your score prediction again?
28-24.
28-24.
I'm going to say 28-24 Eagles. I'm going to take the inverse of Eric because actually I think it's going to be like a 4-point game.
Hop
And
on
I'm
that
being honest-
train, man. We're going to Super Bowl.
What do you think of the Vikings game?
Oh,
Arizona?
Vikings get their ass whooped. Rams 53, Vikings 3.
Oh boy.
That one.
I say 28-25 Rams.
First-
Darnold spoils it again.
Yeah, and I'm personally thinking Stafford just might show himself up to be that guy he once was on that Super Bowl run again. Like the Rams got healthy at the right time and got some of their guys back. I'm thinking they might have the same kind of game they had against the Vikings in the regular season.
I'm saying Stafford to Puka all night long.
Yeah. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got
All right,
Rams.
Everybody,
Don't
thanks for
forget-
commenting. Thanks for coming on, everybody. Catch tomorrow morning the Red Zone Rant, and following that we got Hallis Hall, and we'll see you guys
Pack,
all
go.
next week.
Enjoy the game, everyone.
Yep.
Unless Eric
Oh,
loses
yeah.
for you.
Remember,
Oh wow.
go Pack, go.
Go Pack. Go.